The Tanakh testifies that the Messiah would be spit on. Isaiah 50 verse 6. I hid not my face from shame and spitting. Matthew 26:67. Then did they spit in his face. Isaiah 50 verse 6, continuing on. I gave my back to the smiters. Actually, this is before that. But, again, we're talking thematically here. We're going by themes. I gave my back to the smiters. So we have Matthew 27:26. Then released he Barabbas unto them, and when he had scourged Jesus, he delivered him to be crucified. Jesus was whipped. Okay, remember, I don't know if many people know Leviticus 1, but in Leviticus 1, it talks about sacrifice, the sacrifice being flayed. To flay something is to have the skin removed. That's how bad Jesus was whipped. There were ribbons of skin hanging from his back where his muscle was, and even some bone was exposed. I have a message, you can find it on YouTube, about the medical aspects of crucifixion. It's grotesque, and yet at the same time, when you realize everything he went through for us, it's a blessing to know that stuff. Moving on. The Tanakh testifies that the Messiah would be hit in the face with a rod. Micah 5:1, they shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek. Now look, here's another statement of the deity of the Messiah. Who's the judge? Only God can judge, is what the scriptures say. God is the judge. But here we have a man, he has a cheek, and he's being hit physically with a rod. So we have a judge, a divine title, so we're talking about God being hit with a rod upon something only a man has, which is a cheek. And who can go into heaven with a rod and smack the Father in the face? God is spirit. Father is spirit. Jesus came in the flesh. The Messiah came in the flesh. God had a cheek to be hit. Moving on. Here's the fulfillment. And they smote him on the head with a reed. And then we see Matthew 27:30. They spit on him and took the reed and smote him on the head. The cheek, the face, is considered part of the head by ancient medicine. And even today, we talk about the head being the top, but in reality, if you want to talk about this, is the entire head. Okay? So being hit on the cheek is the same thing. You're being hit in the head. And let's face it, they weren't really caring where they were aiming. Okay? They didn't care where they hit him there. They just hit him. They took the reed, which is basically a thick, and it's like a stalk, and it's thick, and it is a rod. It's actually, reeds are used to create some rods. Okay, so and they basically they used it like a Louisville Slugger on the face of God.